Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have the LEGO Harry Potter set number 76424, the Flying Ford Anglia, which retails for $20 Canadian. And right off the bat, I don't see $20 worth of LEGO in front of me here in this set. So honestly, I wouldn't pay more than $15. And it comes with two minifigures featuring Harry Potter and Ronald Weasley. Make sure to stick around because I'll be comparing this set right here with previous Ford Anglias from the past year. So without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, without the box, this is all that you're getting. I feel like the box kind of amplifies the set, but in essence, it's just a car and two minifigures. First things first, we have Harry Potter. He has an alternate face print looking kind of shocked and spooked, obviously because the car is flying. Next up, we have Ron. The very back here is his shocked face, and that's pretty much it for this minifig. Next up, we have Hedwig right here, and then we have Scabbers. Who would have thought Scabbers is always lurking in all these sets, I suppose? And lastly, a briefcase, or a suitcase rather. And yeah, let's try and see how to put all these different elements in the car. So here's the car, and right off the bat, I love how smoothed up it is. Like, the top is smooth, the sides are smooth, and it's very well done in that way. The back we have the license plate 7990TD. I wonder what that means. Maybe that's a reference to something. If it is, let me know in the comments down below. And oh, there you go. The top of the car loves to just fly right off because it's a flying Ford Anglia. Who would have thought? You can open up the doors like so to reveal the interior, but I would not recommend just opening the door like that and shoving your figure inside unless if you really hate the character. So yeah, don't do that. Wait 1 second. There you go. Moving on, let's remove the lid of the vehicle and see how to put the minifigures in there nice and gently. First things first, grab the fig and try to put it on the light gray tile like so. And once you hear the click, it's nice and snug. We'll do the same exact thing for Ron. Well, I guess the only way you can pose Ron is like that. Take your fig and try and fit him in. It's a very tight fit, honestly. That's one thing that I don't like about this, but it works for what it is, right? Because you just need your figures to sit in there, and you can simply take the lid and pop it on like so. And there they are. You can see them from the front window there, which is pretty cool. At the very back, you can just pop open the trunk and essentially take your briefcase or suitcase and then just close it. I guess there's no room for Hedwig unless if you just throw her right there, which is not very cool, but yeah, that's what you can do, I guess. Scabbers can go in the trunk. Sorry, Peter. And yeah, there you go. There it is. Honestly, no matter what, I just can't justify paying $20 for this. Maybe 15 Canadian, but not 20. But it might be a cool little addition for any child's collection had they missed out on the previous Ford Anglias, which will be making a cameo right now. So let's make a little Ford Anglia timeline. This is the 2024 one. Put that right there. And then following that, we have the 2018 Ford Anglia from the Whomping Willow. And next up, we have the 2010 Ford Anglia from the Hogwarts Express set. Let's just move them all to the side. And last but not least, we have the oldest Ford Anglia, which came out in 2002, the Privet Drive set. And yeah, so let's compare them. First things first, notice how the 2024 one and the 2018 one both have the exact same license plate, so it's nice seeing that same type of flow within these sets. And between these two vehicles, the 2010 one and the 2002 one, we don't have license plates. So I guess they're unofficially registered vehicles that are driving illegally. So here's a little side shot of all of the Anglias. It's important to notice that they all have doors, so you can just open and close the door at will. So comparing apple to apple here, the 2024 Ford Anglia has this line on the door on the side of the car. This little door is printed and the side of the car is brick built. And on the other side, the same flow there. And comparing this here with this car, we see the exact same pattern use. So I guess these two are the closest to each other. This one is from 2018. This one's from 2024. So 6 years really didn't make much of a difference. And in my opinion, the 6 years time gap was kind of like a downgrade time period because you don't really have the texture at the top of the car anymore. It's kind of gone. It just flattened out. I don't know why they did that. I would have liked to see more texture and tillage and dimension at the top of the car. But yeah, it's pretty similar, and even in size. I mean, look at that. They're pretty much the same exact size. So honestly, just get the Whomping Willow. And here's a look at both of their trunks there. So you can just lift the trunks, and they function in the exact same way. So there isn't really much of a major difference here except for the roofing. Going back to the previous cars though, here's a little 2010 versus 2024 comparison. So look at that. 2010 really wasn't having a great year with texture or even with covering up studs. So there you have it. It's obvious that this one here is the winner, at least in my opinion. Apologies, as I just noticed that that tile was missing on this side of the car, but I just placed it, so just don't comment that. But anyway, here's a little apple to apple comparison once again, 2024 versus 2010, 2011. And not much of a difference other than the roofage. I like seeing the continuity between the builds. You know, it's the same car being built again and again, but you can notice here on this door we have no printing, and we just have this line that goes through there. At the very back though, we have a major difference here with the trunk. This trunk is a little bit backwards and it's more deep into the vehicle, so I guess you can technically fit the exact same thing, but it's more awkward in my opinion because it kind of like makes contact with the interior of the vehicle. So look at that. Yeah, I don't really like that much. Whereas this trunk is actually protected by glass panes from the inside of the 2024 car, and the trunk is completely separated from the driver's. There's a little barrier there, so I like that. And yeah, in general though, a Ford Anglia is indeed a Ford Anglia, and it can't change that much over the years, no matter how hard we try. Last but not least, we have the 2002 Ford Anglia, which I guess is not exactly the best comparison material for this because look at that. You can obviously see where Lego started versus where Lego ended, and this is honestly a very nice comparison just to see the differences between designs, see where they started with all those exposed studs, with the discontinuity, with the lack of flow, with no printing on anywhere, without even using the white piece there for the side of the car. The wheels are okay, but the front of the car is not really it, in my opinion. It's very simple. You can see that the sides here were captured very simply by a minimum amount of pieces, whereas here you have an actual complex design for the side of this car with these slopes and these bricks and this very slick part usage in general, which I like a lot more. Well guys, that pretty much brings a wrap to the video. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this set right here, and if you plan on picking it up on release day, and if you also agree with me or disagree with me on the statement of saying that the set is not worth $20 Canadian. I just think it should be 15 or even 10. I don't really see $20 worth of Lego in front of me here. Regardless, cute little set, nice little addition to a collection that's lacking Ford Anglias. And on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.